So unfortunately, I won't be able to show the flooring because they have covered it, which for good reason. They have covered it. You can kind of see it there peeking out. I did show you a video of what the floors look like while they were installing. So you got a good idea of what those are going to look like. I chose a very, very light color. It's called Southern Comfort. So yeah, I wanted a very light color wood, and it looks really good. So I'm out here today because, and I see the boards have been laid out. There's a trim molding that needs to go below, or not below, at the baseboard, kind of, below the baseboards. I'm being told that the flooring cannot slide underneath the baseboards because LVP, at least this type of flooring, I'm not sure if this is all flooring, but LVP expands and contracts. And I want to say that probably it does make sense for every floor type to expand and contract with the weather, with the cold, with the heat. So they need to allow for that, so they never slide the flooring underneath the baseboards or butt it up exactly right up against the baseboards. They leave room there for it to do its thing during the winters, or else it would buckle and it would start coming up. So we don't want that to happen. So she's allowed me to select this molding that's here. So I'm looking at it now, and I will take a look, and when I'm done here today, I will select those boards and how I want those. I did watch some videos. YouTube has been great since day one of this build in showing us how things are done, things that we're going to have to keep in mind, things like that. There's so much that goes into a build of this type, just a custom from ground up. It took so much research and videos we watched and just information. We have learned so much about this process. And so, we will let her know. I did kind of filled her in on what I wanted to see. I'm showing you right now you can see the color of the floors. But yes, I let her know today how I wanted that molding placed and how I wanted it to look. So yeah, building this house has been fun, more fun than it has been stressful, which is good. It has its stresses at times because this is our forever home and I want it to be perfect. I know things won't be perfect. People are human that are building this home, so I don't expect things to be perfect per se, but I want things the way I want them. Again, because this is our forever home, hopefully our final home that we have to live in, move into. So I want everything to be just right. I guess we could go back if something isn't just right or the way I want it, but there's no need for that. If we can select everything and do everything now, it's just a lot better to do it now. So it has been stressful again and fun, selecting everything and being able to do things ourselves. Again, not do it ourselves, but select everything and say what goes here and what goes there and how we want to see things, just like the baseboards, just like the trim. Something as small as that molding down beneath the baseboards, I have a say in that, and I love that. I love that fact because I do know what I want to see, and I do know the look that I'm going after. So I want to say in even those minute details. So I don't think I see anything else other than there's a big piece there we have lights now, which is awesome. Let me turn this off, and I don't know if you can see those, but the can lights, are mounted and electric. Well, they're not quite yet, actually. It's hanging from the ceiling, but we have light. We have electric now, and so I don't think there's anything else. I think that's what she wanted me to see. Oh, she did want me to see the fireplace. Let me just take a look in here and see if anything else has been done. It looks the same here. Shut this light out. And just some, I was just reminded by looking at this door. So things as detailed as, so you can, as this, I have a say in, and I caught this the other day where I closed this door, and you can see there where it hits that. Well, over time, that's going to start damaging that door and that trim of this cabinet here. So I asked her to find a piece, a clear kind of protective covering over that corner of some sort. And so she said yes, that was easy. She'd look for that and place that. There's also another area where that happens, that door, there's a door that goes back and hits. So little things like that I am noticing that I'm not going to want that to happen, because again, over time, it can be damaging. So let's go into the closet. I'm going to turn on some lights here. I think we've got lights in here. Yep, we've got lights in here, and I'll show those to you. If you can see those, they're just basic can lighting. I do have a light fixture that I have selected, and it goes obviously there in the center, but they haven't gotten around to doing that yet. He hasn't. I think I only saw one fan so far hung. But anyway, the closet is, I want to say, I was just about to say it's not complete, but it's complete for now. We had the builders do this closet this way and stop. It takes just, it's not cheap to do these custom closets and things. So where I want to move in and see how everything fits and how everything's going to go, that way later, and that's another reason why I didn't want to do it now, is because later I want to add up here, and in this areas here, I have some space here that I can add. So I want to see what I'm going to need in the future. So I didn't want to quite do it just yet, because I thought maybe that would be a mistake, but also it's costly. Doing these custom closets is not cheap. So I wanted to make sure that it was going to be right. We do have this shoe shelves here, and in one picture I know I posted or I showed, it looks one way, and let me try to fix this, and now it looks a different way. I don't know if you've noticed, but this wasn't here. Like this trim, the way it comes around, the shelving that continues here was not that way. So what happened was, it was, as you see this one here, that's what was happening. This was a continuation of that. But because there was a wall, and it's hard to explain, but if you go back in the videos, into the pictures, you can see the difference. Anyway, it was not allowing usage for this area here. We were losing all of that all the way down on both sides. So I just didn't like that we were not going to be, that was unusable space. And in this home, I want every bit of space to be used. It's not a very big home. It's a 2,150 square feet, 2 bedrooms, but I attempted, and that was my main goal. One of my goals was to provide enough storage in this home where I didn't have to go and buy a shed to put out back to house things, and just I wanted everything to fit inside this house. So I asked them to take that wall out of here and create a continuation of the shelf. So where I want this to be shoe shelves, and that's what was my intent, now I have additional storage here that I will use. Let's see, yeah, so far there's the dresser you see there belongs here. So they just painted and finished up this closet. So they obviously took that dresser out of here to be able to finish the paint and the sanding and painting that they needed to do. So yeah, but I mean, so far I like this closet. I absolutely love, and I just know that in the future, when we add to it, it's just going to make it that much better, and I'm going to love it even more. But I love it now. I think this is great, and I think this is going to work for us. But I do think that we will need added space in the future. So I'm glad that I have the space to do that with in the future. So yeah, that was my number one thought, was I want to go all the way to the top, and we intend on doing the ladder that rolls around so we can get to those higher areas of storage when we need to. But just couldn't be more pleased with this closet, and I can't wait to move in. Woman loves her closets. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I think you've seen everything. I was just, again, here solely to look at the baseboards and to give her what I wanted, to let her know what I wanted to go with, and the fireplace. She wanted me to see this fireplace. The gentleman has been working the last 2 days on this. She wanted me to come out and look at, look at this, what they call, what do they call that? They call it some kind of edge. And now the name I lost the name of this edging that they use here. This silver edging here. This one actually, not that one. It's this one, I believe. Anyway, she's wanting me to look at that. This here, where they're putting backer board, I think that's what that's called. It's going to be stuccoed. So where this part hasn't been stuccoed, you can see the part that has. So I can't see it very well because of this scaffolding, but I'm going to try. You can see here, and I explained in my previous video, that stucco and this type of look is not going to be perfect. It's going to have its imperfections because it's I don't know, I was going to say a stone, but it's not a stone. It's, I don't know, it's stucco, but plaster, I don't know. But so you can see there that I'm kind of not liking that already. A lot of, let's see, there you go. A lot of stains there that he can't help. He didn't necessarily create that or do that. It just happens with the process of doing this. Oh, I don't know why I'm seeing lines on my, what did I do? I hit something and now I'm seeing lines. So I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to back up so I can take a look at that. They wanted me to look to see if that was going to be okay, if I was okay with the overall look. And from here, I can see that center, and I'm sure you see it too, that center piece there that looks off color. I think it's going to be okay because we're going to hang a TV there. We're going to buy an all-weather outdoor television, flat screen, that's going to be placed there. We intend on using this space a lot. We are going to screen it in. They have it screened in. It's one of the last things, and I think we have a meeting about that next week. But we plan on using this space as an extension of our living room. So we have always been not outdoorsy people. We're not outdoorsy. However, we do like to spend time outside. I think there's a difference. Just entertaining, whether it's entertaining or just Bryan and I sitting out here alone, watching TV or whatever it is, having a drink at night, after work, whatever it is, we love being outside. So that's, again, the reason for the screen. I am kind of going to hate screening this patio in because I do love how open it looks right now. And I know once we screen it in, it's going to appear smaller and just closed in. But here in the panhandle of Florida, and I know all of Florida has this issue with bugs. The covered patio is so needed. So we don't really have a choice. I say we don't have a choice, we do. But for us and wanting this to be an extension of our living room and going to spend more time out here, we do need it. We don't have a choice. In the bugs and things, we just wouldn't be able to enjoy this space if it wasn't screened in. So anyway, said all that to say, we are going to utilize this space, hence the reason we're going to put a TV up there or hang a TV. So I think that's going to work. I do, like I said in the previous video, I do love that it's imperfect. Again, a stone, and that's what I was going for, was a stone look. It's not perfect. Every cement, every stone is imperfect. But I think I'm going to give the okay on that. I do like it. I'm going to have him continue. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And I'm going to now, think I can take you around front and show you the front of the house, but I think nothing has changed there. You've seen it in the previous video, so nothing has changed too much, but I do love that they've graded this. It looks a lot cleaner, and I know that it's hard in the videos and pictures that y'all probably don't pay too much attention to the ground, but when we're out here quite a bit. It was a mess. It was a mess with, again, the weeds and the little trees growing into, in the yard. And so this looks really, really nice. But yeah, nothing on the house. I don't know if the last video showed the driveway. So let's go around, and they poured the driveway. Today is Thursday. I want to say it was done on Tuesday. So here's the driveway that they poured, and it looks awesome. Like, we love it. The guys did such a good job. Even did kind of a decorative edging here all along the edge there. You can see that. Did the curve here. So what we want is, where I'm parked there, of course, that's going to be, I think a little bit further back is where we're going to start the sod, but we do want to be able to drive up this way. We're going to do, I think right now we're thinking millings. It's that asphalt, that crushed asphalt that's used on a lot of driveways. We want to incorporate that for our driveway from here all the way to the street. So yeah, we have two and we have this island, but the two driveways that come up. So this one's very much, I think, is going to be the one that's going to be used by me, or by us, actually. I say by me because I'm the one that's going to be parking in the driveway. My husband will be parking in the shop, under the covered parking of his shop. He's got a 20-foot covered parking that will be there, and you'll see that here in a couple of months when they get ready to build that building. But for me, this is going to be my sole garage here, my everyday parking. So this will be my driveway. So I think it's perfect, and how he kind of curved it, and also just, for water and things, it's got to be done in such a way. But I think they did perfect, and we couldn't be happier. Like I said, this is 1,500 square feet from here to the edge of this right here. So I'm going to show you where the 1,500 square feet stops, and it stops at this line and it goes here. So that was 1,500 square feet of driveway, and that's what we were allotted, or that was our allowance when we initially met with the lender and the builder and did all that kind of money stuff. We were given 1,500 square feet was in our loan. So yeah, I think it's great. Like I said, this part here, from here where you see that kind of edged area there, that little notch, or this notch here, from that point here is going to be, it's a 20 feet. That's 20 feet, and it's going to be a covered parking area where my husband can park underneath, and then his shop will start here. The 40 by 80 starts here all the way back. So yeah, that's what we have to look forward to. Yeah, we wanted it pretty close to the house. We didn't want it too far from the house. And I think it's perfect, and I can't wait to see it being constructed. I think we're hoping in December that they will be ready. The guys will be ready to, that has to be, we have to speak to the metal building company to get us a date on when they can come out. So they've got other jobs and things, so we've got to get on their calendar to get this done. But we're hoping for December, at least December. So yeah, that's, again, driveway, and I love the way everything turned out. And from here, I didn't talk about this part here where you see the tractor, from the dirt area on is a lean-to, and I don't know if you're familiar with, and I'll post a picture of what the shop is going to look like and what that lean-to is. if you're not familiar, but it's an off the roof, another covered area that kind of is at a slant, goes at a slant, and it's a covered parking also. And my husband will be able to park. He's thinking he'll park his trailer here. He'll use it mainly for his trailer parking, but it'll be trailer parking, and millings is what he wants to fill this in. It's either going to be millings or gravel. I'm leaning more toward millings, and I think he is too, but we'll use millings for this. And it's that crushed asphalt that I spoke about putting in the driveway. He'll use that here. We didn't do concrete there was a couple of reasons we didn't choose to just cement it all. Concrete, over time, it will crack and things. So I don't know. We were asked if we wanted to cement that, but again, there's costs. It's not cheap to lay cement. And I mean, we know we've laid, all of this, so we know exactly what we spent and what we didn't want to spend, and where we wanted to maybe spend somewhere else. And we decided, let's not do the cement here, and let's put that money towards something else that we're going to need. And so we decided that, but I think it'll be perfect. It's going to look so good. Oh, the propane tank. They did come out and install the tank for us. It's a 250 gallon propane tank. And that's just pretty basic there. So again, we're going to kind of hide that. We thought of painting it until my husband read that you can't paint those. Well, you can, but he wanted to paint it black, and it's not advised to paint those black because of the heat. So they said you can paint them, if you're going to paint them silver or a light gray, just not black. So he decided he would just buy a camo netting to cover it, to kind of shield it and kind of cover it, camouflage it a little so it doesn't stand out so much. We just didn't want it white. So he's going to do that at a later time. I think actually I already saw a camo netting on Amazon in our cart. So he's getting ready to purchase that. So this transformer here is going to stay. The pole next to it is going to go. That was a temporary electricity area for them, or for them while they were building. But that's going to go away. The transformer is going to stay, and we'll figure out how to kind of conceal that as well. These things are just kind of a eyesore, if you ask me. But there's ways of camouflaging those things, and plants and things. I already have an idea of how I'm going to camouflage that. So that'll be easy, no problem. That'll be later on. So yeah, I think it's great. Everything is turning out just the way we had hoped. And I think that was all for now that I wanted to show you, but I will end this video so I can go inside and see these baseboards and how I want these baseboards to look. So yeah, I'll post some pictures to show you kind of the look that I'm going for as far as even the baseboards. But like I said, it's been really fun, very interesting in selecting everything from outlets to, just the switches to, where we want our spigots on the outside. Every part of this house we had a hand in and a voice in selecting. So we really like that, and we're really proud of that because it's been a lot of work. We've been doing this since February, and it is now October, and almost end of October. So we have done a lot of work, and so we're really proud of what we've done and how everything is going with the relationship with the builder and with the build itself. We couldn't be happier. But I'm not gonna lie, there has been stressful times because I like what I like, and I don't like to be told that I don't have a choice, or this is the only color it comes in, or this is the only style. I don't like to hear that. When we're spending this kind of money on a home, I don't like hearing that. So, and I've had to hear that a couple of times, and I've had to kind of bend a little bit because whether, it's, and I'm just looking now at the back of the fireplace, I didn't notice, but yeah, it just, I've had to bend again on a few things, but it's been okay. I've been happy, for the most part. So yeah, so I think I'll end this video. You can see the back of the fireplace from here. And I think, again, where it looks imperfect, and I'm sure you can see it with the video too. We're in the video. It's not perfect, but I like it. It looks like stone. So, and that's the look that I was going for. And I can't wait to see the finished product, and you will see it as soon as I do on the next video. So thank you for joining me on this video. And gosh, it's been months and months since you've been with us during this build, and we appreciate it. You know, this video has been done solely to leave something for our son and his family, maybe the future. Our son is 20 years old. He's a junior at Texas Tech University and doesn't have a family of his own. He's not married, but in the future, when that all does happen, we'd like for him to look back and have these videos to look back and show his grandkids when we're long gone. And, Bryan and I are no longer with him on this earth. We'd like for him to look back on those videos and see the home that we built and the home that we loved. And this is the whole reason for this YouTube channel and these videos. Subscribers, I love people to subscribe and to watch and to keep checking on us from time to time. I absolutely love that, and I'm so appreciate you investing your time on this with us. However, I really didn't do it for subscribers. I didn't do it for followers. I didn't do it for likes. That's not at all why I did this. I did it solely for the purpose of leaving something for our son, so he could see it when we're long gone and hear our voices and see us in these videos and watch this house being built. And because eventually, hopefully, the plan is this home will be his in the future when we're long gone. Everything will be his. And so we'd like for him to be able to see how this all got started and why it got started. So yeah, but okay. So until next time, thank you for joining me on the Bowermaster Dream channel, and we'll see you again really, really soon.